Hello, folks on YouTube. Welcome to another episode of Age of Wonders 3 multiplayer Let's Play series. I'm here with Joe. You can say hi if you want.
Hello.
Check this series out from the beginning, organizing playlists like all my series. Oldest, newest. Also, you should know, disabled long COVID affects my cognition. I always think the most quickly. I'm here with Joe and Samp, end of turn negotiations. I would request Murmur. You just add that in since that's definitely happening. And Raykar, I remember Hurry did not need to be terraformed around.
Oh, shit. I clicked the wrong button. That was not the ad. Oh, I hate. This is what I hate about old games is the complete lack of quality of life features, like undoing.
Hold
Oh,
on. I saved. We can restart this.
Yeah.
Though, again, yeah, we're restarting this because Joe accidentally misclicked. No reason to have to roll with that, right?
Yeah, easy reload.
Yeah. So I don't want to bring the wrath of Bun upon me by mentioning this.
Yeah.
She'd probably kill me if I got you too much in this, but I was thinking of things we could do, multiplayer stuff, and I realized it never occurred to me to free MMOs never occurred to me as something we could potentially do. Multiplayer is another, like Lord of the Rings Online, for instance. Although, if you got too into those, like I said, Bun would probably kill me.
Yeah.
Because this can be very
Yeah,
addictive.
I never get too much into most MMOs.
Eh. So then maybe
I don't
you
know.
can do it
I
in
don't empathize
moderation.
with them that well.
This was after all the fights, right? An army requires your orders. Oh, that's just that. Which
Yeah.
was gonna skip a turn there anyways, I think. So
Yeah.
yeah. So you can
Yep.
renegotiate.
Yeah, that was
Uh,
amazing. Okay. And then I need to be a little more careful with what I click this time.
yeah.
Negotiate. Okay, don't click send. Jeez.
I don't even know why your finger was anywhere near that part of the screen.
It wasn't. It flicked right to it. It was nowhere near it. I thought that was the add button instead of the the send
Yeah.
button.
So definitely Raykar. I remember that was one of them. And Amnenia there. So I'd add that.
This one.
Raykar. That's below Landrin.
Don't need that one.
Yep.
Maybe
Yeah,
this
that
one?
one. There's just one tile to do, but might as well. Murmur. And there
Just
was one
one
more.
tile? Oh,
Not
right. I can't do the
Hurry.
roads.
That
Okay,
was no,
so
that was just there's that one fertile plains tile we can make barren. So
okay.
southwest of it. So that if I have armies there, I keep one in the fort proper and one the others, on
Yeah.
the barren.
And then the others are all
And
fine.
then there was
Oh,
Madasar, I think. That one.
yeah, that only has one tile
Yep.
worth.
But every little bit helps. So sink
Okay.
the mana now while we're swimming too much of it, so that we don't overflow the cap.
So everything but her hurry.
Well, let's click on it and take a quick look at Hurry. I don't think Hurry.
Yeah, all I could really do is wreck the forest.
Yeah, which provides some defense in terms of making it slower for enemies to reach there. I'd leave it alone. So yep,
Yeah.
uh, just that stuff.
Okay, got the gold, got the mana, got the fortresses. That's everything, right?
Yep, I
Don't
think I was
need
gonna
to do
request a Fortress of
anything.
Yoon on my turn.
Yeah.
Because east of my capital, there's that fortress. I hope it's not
Okay.
only one turn from the capital. Let me double check the distances before, because you might, even though it's better to request than how many movement do these have? 28, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, no, I'll just have to remember to request Nel Nalir. I think I was going to sell that next because then I'll have some Tyrants right near your territory and I can start popping up Tigan outposts in some of the places visit up Tiger
Yeah.
villages like east, like near that necromantic circle. There's that temperate barren area,
Yeah.
which looks different than other temperate barrens that you create for some reason. Not sure why the difference in appearance. I actually prefer that one to the more green, rocky temperate barren.
Which temperate baron?
Uh, the one that's oh, you can actually scroll around freely. Northeast of your capital, across the mountains. You see that cluster
Hmm.
of temperate barren there? That's a perfect place
Oh.
for a tiger outpost.
Oh, that. Yeah, I see that.
Yep.
That's temperate. That's weird that it has two different textures.
Yeah, I like that
Well,
texture
actually, I guess
better, honestly.
maybe it isn't because there are pine trees and deciduous trees. So I guess it makes sense they have at least a few different ones. All right,
Yep.
so everything good. Looks good to send it.
Yep. Maybe one or two more mana if you really wanted. I use it pretty often. You sent 400
It's
mana?
fine. Yeah, 400 mana. Should be
Maybe
fine. Yeah.
410. You're really bringing the mana, and I use quite a bit. I do have my Necromancer who has spells. I think if you just remove the 400 and switch it to a bigger number, oh, that adds it
That
in.
does
Oh,
it.
cool. Okay, 420. Yay. YouTube shenanigan. Yeah, 420 will work.
All right, all good.
Yeah. I keep
Okay.
hoping I'll get some stoners who will show up in the comments and be like, make 420 jokes. If any engagement helps
Yeah.
the algorithm, you know?
All right, that should be everything I can do on
Because
my
there are
turn.
people who would do that. Like, if you're Twitch streaming, speaking of which,
Yeah.
oh, God, I just saw this thing, Hassan Piker. You know who that idiot is?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
And someone was reacting to, he was stupidly saying, there's that, like, freaking guy with the Totenkopf tattoo in Maine, and who's claiming to be a socialist, which is a load of crap unless you add the word national in front of it.
Right?
um,
Isn't he running for some sort of? Or no, I don't know who he is. Honestly, I haven't been following
he's
that
running
much.
for, I think, senator in Maine or
Yeah.
congressman in Maine,
Yeah.
and he's
I see.
nuts, and he's probably possibly a plant. Like he worked for Blackwater. He's very connected to
Yeah.
just the most evil
Is that a
sorts. It's hard to believe. I mean,
veteran
maybe
or
if he
an
just like did
ex-mercenary or
one
something?
army tour, but he had 3 army tours and a tour with Blackwater. There's no
Oh.
way that he isn't like. I mean, he's very
Yeah.
likely a government plant trying to false
Yeah.
left billionaire, or not
Just
even
your.
government. People say government, but it's more likely just some billionaire who's funding him secretly. Not
Yeah.
probably not the
Just,
government. People are like, oh, the government's not competent enough. Well, how about frickin' Elon Musk is doing on the sly or something?
yeah.
Um,
Just your average American leftist.
yeah, he was making fun of it. He was acting like, yeah, this guy, channel Socialism for All was tearing apart, pointing out, like, have you forgotten that COINTELPRO existed? How there were, like, FBI agents pretending to be Black Panthers and, like, in some cases, framing people for bombings they didn't commit and stuff so they could throw them
Yeah.
in jail. Members of the Black Panther Party. It was terrible and a violation of civil liberties, and they got away with it. Honestly, like the FBI should have been disbanded after that. It was such a huge violation of people's constitutional rights. You even like believe for a second that those are ever honestly meant for anyone other than the rich people.
Yeah.
I mean, the United States was no doubt a step forward in human liberty for the very rich. For a tiny segment of the population, people are a little more free under the US than they were under the British. But most people, British subject, US citizen, I mean, Ted Sturmer actually points out that a lot of like free African Americans saw their rates decrease when the United States was founded. Like they were more
Yeah.
free as British subjects than they weren't even allowed to be considered citizens. They were considered residents, those who were like in the northern states, not slaves. They were actually banned
Oh.
from citizenship. They would have been treated like a green card holder is today, but they couldn't vote and stuff. A hero offers to join. A level
Oh.
5 theocrat. Ambor the Missionary. Well, what's his special? Holy Relic. This unit regenerates 2 health per turn on the world map. For each unit in its army that is devout. He's also got Monster Slayer. And a Flame Tongue Sword. That's unusual, I think. So he's got a nice sword. Hmm. Hold on. It just occurs to me that I can probably dismiss heroes. I haven't done it, but I probably can. Anyone other than my, main hero, obviously. Um, yeah, I can disband heroes. I think there's a confirmation on this, but let me save just in case. Fairfields can join, I know. I could demand tribute from them, but uh 197 gold, lots of 500 away. No. No. Let me know when you're ready to talk. All right, let me save this. Joe, did you hear any of what I was saying about dismissing heroes?
That they come back next turn, or
Uh, I mean, yeah. Uh,
just well, I mean, a different hero comes back the next turn anyway,
but
right?
you can dismiss them. You can get rid of them without having to kill them, like I did with that
Yeah.
goblin hero who wanted to join me before. So you could actually recruit them and then say, I don't want this one anymore. Maybe grab their
Oh wait, you
items.
can recruit them. Sorry, so not yeah. So you mean recruit and dismiss, not the
So
I need
there's
a
the
hero of different
disband
class
unit.
button.
The heroes, like all units, have the disband unit. The only unit
Hmm.
you can't do that to is your country leader, I'm pretty sure.
Right. Okay.
So I could
Got it.
recruit. I could accept this theocrat, this I think human theocrat that I don't really want.
Yeah.
Uh, grab his sword, use him for a little while in fights, and then get rid of him later. If I really wanted, it's a possibility.
Oh, I see. But does that get you another hero faster though?
Maybe, maybe not.
Hmm.
How much money does he want? 300 gold. Oof. Uh, he's a theocrat. He has spirit and fire damage. I forget if the archons. I think they're weak against spirit and fire. So he could be useful in clearing the archons. I could hire him, use him up, and get rid of him. It's it may be worth it. Tungale offers a tribute. Gold, please. Yep. Where's the received a proposal? Right. I'll want to pull the units out of the seas before I give them to you. That's right. Uh, bu- 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 bu. Still need to defend them, I guess. Just you'll control them for a while for terraforming reasons. Hmm. Boom. Sorry, I'm just evacuating the cities that I'm gonna be, or the forts I'm gonna be giving you, Joe. So that
Okay.
I guess I can send these both here. Because if I have units in on this like tiles, let's say tiles, whatever.
They
Uh,
might get moved.
I guess I should hang on the tropical barons here, actually. Yeah, they get moved automatically. They hand off a fort. Although that could probably be abused to teleport units around the map in certain circumstances. Yep, accept the deal. So you just gained 4 fortresses, I believe.
Uh, yeah, looks like it.
But yeah, the FBI went so far as to send people to literally marry and have kids with, or not always have kids with, sometimes have a lot, but they went so far as to send agents to have kids with members of of one of the socialist parties in the U.S. just to like get infiltrators in positions of trust and tear it apart. The I they did this a couple times. There was one I'm trying to remember if this one was in the U.S. or this one was in the U.K. The Socialist Workers Party, which was a Trotskyite party, and and it was like CIA or FBI agents. They literally went and formed romantic relationships and had kids with these people just to gain their trust, and then like secretly like destroyed the organization, turned it into a pro-establishment party. That it was literally
Jeez.
Trotskyites who are usually the most aggressively anti-establishment, like willing to work with the establishment. Sometimes means justify the ends, but they usually tend to be Trotskyites are weird, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had kids with them. I mean, what a terrible violation of basic humanity that is
Yeah.
to betray people's trust to that degree. It's atrocious. Let's see. There's this draconian site. Declare. Mic bumps. I definitely want the necromancer to fight alongside our corpses.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, here's the scoundrels. Shoot. Okay. Did she make it? I would have to clear this and then move there. That's how we do that. 2 fights in a row. Might make it. Might manage it. It's sufficiently overwhelming strength. Hmm. Orcs like barons, tyrants like barons. Uh, I mean, tell Bun about that. She'll be outraged too, I suspect.
I think she overheard. She
About
did
like
not. She's not been paying attention.
about COINTEL program where there were FBI or CIA agents that literally went and formed romantic relationships with members of this Trotsky party. It was just a tiny little party, so they didn't have to be that many of them. Just they could gain their trust and get in positions of leadership in this party, and then turned it into like a pro-establishment party that like didn't wasn't really working for socialism. They literally formed romantic relationships and had kids on false pretenses just to like that was the plan. They were told to go do that and they did it. I mean it's outrageous. Does she not think so? I felt like maybe a female individual would be a little more outraged by the idea of someone having kids on false pretenses.
I don't understand.
Did she
Oh.
hear me?
Yeah.
That sounded like a
Oh.
hissing though. That might have been the
Hmm?
cat.